Absolutely. This is Kind TV Sports. Yes, Kind TV Sports. And everything we do here is everything sports. I'm not the kind of creator that come and tell you only about football. No, I will tell you about everything that concerns sports. So, basketball is also entering the new season. So I'm going to be talking about basketball, Formula One, NBA, guys, wrestling, boxing, call it, just name it, MotoGP, all of them is what I will be talking about. And for me to go into it proper, I need to start giving you explanation as it concerns these sports and some of their terminologies they use, so that when I will be using those terminologies, you will not get yourself confused and be like, what is he even saying? You understand? So this channel is not just for entertainment alone. We entertain, we inform, and we educate people, not just because it's sports. In sports, just as we are giving it out, we are informing, we are educating, and we are entertaining at the same time. So everything is complete here, and it's only in Kind TV that you will get it this way. I'm telling you, it's only in Kind TV. And trust me, I'm going to be giving it to you back to back. Now, for today, we're going to be talking about NBA, that is National Basketball Association, especially as it concerns their transfer. Yes, as it concerns their transfer. Yes, but I want to let you know on a proper note that NBA transfer is not the same as football transfer. Yes, it's never the same. There is a big difference in these two. There's a big difference. So I will be explaining it in detail so that you get it. It could come in part 1 and 2. This video could come in part 1 and 2 because it's going to be a bit long. So it's not going to be like your normal everyday, sports football story. No, this one is going to come at least, I believe, in part 1 and 2. So sit down, relax, and enjoy. Don't forget to, comment, like, and share. Firstly, NBA transfer is not like the football transfer market. Yes, the NBA has player trading system built around contract, salary limits, draft pick, and free agency. Its own transfer is built around player trading system that is built. The NBA has a player trading system that is built around contract, 1, salary limits, 2, draft pick, and free agency. So these are the 4 ways through which they do their transaction. The collective bargaining agreement is what they have. If you all of them put together, is known as CBA. That is between NBA and player unions. These people comes together to set the rule. They are known as CBA. Now, the first one is, what does transfer mean in the NBA? What does it mean? In football, you might see something like, Manchester United wants to sell Messi Greenwood for 80 million pounds. And Marcel comes and says, okay, we want to buy this player for 50. Manchester United says, no, that we want to sell him for 70. And they drag and maybe they end up buying the player for 60 million pounds. But in football, in the NBA, it is not like that. It is not like that. What you see in NBA is something like this. You say, maybe Lakers want to give out this 3-player player A, B, C to maybe Oklahoma Thunder Knicks in exchange for that player, for one player. So what they do, they will give out player A, B, and 2-round draft pick to get player X. Somebody like Lebron James, if he's in your team, Lebron James is a big player that is well known because of, apart from the level he has gone in basketball, he has also gotten a whole lot of people sponsoring him, different products sponsoring him. So for such kind of a player, you will need to exchange him with maybe 2 players and maybe draft including. You understand? So that is what this one means. The Lakers aren't paying the Knicks maybe 70 million, just like in football, to buy that LeBron James. What they are going to do, they are going to exchange contract and assets. Contract and asset. That means LeBron James is having maybe 2 years contract or 3 years contract. Now these people are going to give them assets in place of LeBron James contracts. LeBron James contract could be maybe 30 million a year that he will be collecting. You understand? So this people sells the contract of LeBron James to King LeBron James to what is it called? Knickers. You understand? I don't know if you're getting this thing. I'm trying to break it down in a way that you will understand. So what they do predominantly is exchanging contracts and assets, and those contracts and assets can include player, draft pick, pick swap, cash, salary cap mechanism. This is the foundation. Then another thing you need to understand is that there are 4 main ways a player moves. That is to say, 4 main ways through which player move from one club to the other. 4 main ways, and these ways include 1, trade. Team A and Team B exchange players/assets. 2, free agency. A player contract expires and he is able to negotiate with another team. That is free agent. Just like in football where you say free agent, now you go to another team. This time you're going on your own to negotiate and tell them how much you want to collect, how much will be your signing fee, and the rest you will collect everything by yourself. That is what they call that one door 2. Door 1 is trade, which is player A and player B are exchange in form of exchange, swap, swap deal in Premier in football. Yes, swap deal. Why this one here is called exchange player slash asset, and the dot two is free agency. A player's contract end and he goes to another club, to negotiate with them, and everything is done. Then we have dot three. They call their own dot. We call football call their own window, transfer window. Summer window, winter, you understand? They call their own dot one, dot two, and dot three. Dot three said NBA draft. A team selects new players normally from the draft pool. A team selects new players, normally from the draft pool. What this means is that players, once they are done with the season, there are some amateur players. Teams go there to select players from those amateur, league, to select players to come, promote them, just like you go to your your academy to pick players. You go there and select players and bring them to the main league. Then door four, a team remove a player from each roster under the NBA contractual rule. So that means if you go against this, they can just remove you. That is, they call that one waiver slash release. See, they are similar somehow with football. Football does it. A football club can release a player. They can release a player even when your contract is not due. Just terminate your contract. If you've maybe misbehave or go against the rule, they can terminate your contract. So it's the same thing as door four, waiver or release. So a team can just remove you from their payroll and release you from there. You understand? So that's another way of transfer. There's still another terminology you need to learn also, which is also somehow most important. It is called salary cap. This one is called salary cap. This is where NBA transfer become complicated, just like PSR in Premier League. This one is called salary cap. So it is everywhere. Imagine NBA team has a financial measuring stick for 2026, 2027. The NBA salary cap is $164,961,000. The tax level is 200 million point 428. With the first apron being, I will explain these things to you. I will explain it down. Both the apron and everything, I will explain it down. Now, with the first apron being 209 million and 15, and the second apron being 221 million and $686,000. I just want you to remember this amount because I'm going to explain it in detail. Now, salary cap, normal financial boundary. That means, remember I said the salary cap is 164,961,000, which is the normal amount they get that they can spend. Now, you cannot spend more than that. That is called salary cap, normal financial boundary. Luxury tax. That means if you are going to, you should not spend more than this. That is to say, if you are going to go beyond, you should not. That is the luxury tax is from the amount I want to call it again, is $200,428,000. You understand? That is for the luxury tax. Then when you now go beyond that, that means you are spending something like 209 million. Then you've gone beyond that. It's now called what is it called? A first apron. And when you do that first apron, it means you are now there is significant restriction. They will give you restriction for going above the luxury tax. Luxury tax alone is you are spending a lot. You understand? Therefore, when you now go beyond even that spending a lot, it means you are going to have a significant restriction. And then if you still go beyond that again, they will give you what they call second apron. And now that second apron is what? It comes with stronger restriction. So NBA is simply saying that you have money, spend it. It is you have money, spend it. It is saying you can spend, but the way you spend and the contracts you acquire are controlled by rules. It's not that you don't have money to spend, you have the money. But even though you have that money, you are going to spend that money according to their rules, their style, their pattern. You're not just going to spend money anyhow. That's what they're trying to explain to you when they are talking about the salary cap.